Cool to have Brandon Heath joining us. Last time we talked to you, Brandon Heath, you had recently moved into some low-income housing.
Yes,
By
sir.
choice!
By choice.
Are you still there?
It's kind of funny because now I live in Houston, Texas, of all means. Like, I've lived in Nashville my whole life, and I kind of live, well, I'm trying to live, and just whatever God's going to call me into, I'll do it. So, East Nashville was where I lived for 3 years, here in Nashville. But now I live in Texas, and I'm leading worship at a church down there. So don't get comfortable. That's what it's all about.
No
right
kidding.
there.
Yeah, that's your newest hit is don't get comfortable.
That's right.
You certainly are the guy that does that, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that keeps you on your toes, though, doesn't it?
It does, man. I think we need to be open to whatever God's wanting us to do. So sometimes it's not very comfortable. But I will say this: I moved to one of the nicest suburban areas in Texas, so it's way different from living over in the low income housing in Tennessee. But it's just the next phase, man.
And so you grew up in the Nashville area.
I did.
Did you always want to be a singer when you were a kid?
I didn't. I wanted to be a police officer like my dad. But I was actually the only male in my whole family not to go into the armed forces. Because when I was in high school, I figured out that I loved to sing, and that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do.
So you got brothers and sisters?
Nope, only child.
Oh, really?
Only child. So I got all the attention, which is good and bad at the same time.
So you've been playing guitar since how old?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
Did you do it because you thought the chicks would dig it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is absolutely. You just pegged me right on.
Well, no, that's the whole reason I picked up the guitar back in 7th grade.
Not chicks, plural, but one chick. I was trying to impress this girl. Her name is Cherish. She was a hippie. And I was trying to impress her. She played the guitar, man. And I learned how to play. I took like a month of lessons, wrote her a song. We dated for about a month, which is really good in 8th grade. So
it's Brandon Heath we're talking to on Star 99.1. So are you still seeing her?
No, well, I still talk to her every once in a while. She's
do?
married with kids now, so.
Now you're a big proponent of the Young Life Camp.
Yes.
Yeah, because you were actually invited and was saved at a Young Life Camp.
Right, exactly. I was a camper in 1995 at a camp called Malibu, which is up in British Columbia. I know that New York has Saranac, which is not too far from the city. So.
Yeah, those are awesome programs.
Yeah, they're amazing, and I think that's what Young Life, what they do well is they do the camping well, and they also do relationships well, because the counselors actually live in the same town as kids, so it's a great way to do ministry.
So are you a burned marshmallow kind of guy, or just a melted?
No, I am like slow roasted marshmallow. I take my time. Like, I like the golden, crusty outside. It can't burn. It can't burn.
Nice burn.
Yeah, I got to burn it. No, since we're talking about food, Brandon, you're a single guy.
Yes.
Now we're at Brandon Heath's apartment in Texas.
Right.
And it's a Friday night.
Yep.
And you're home alone, maybe watching a movie.
Right.
What's dinner?
What's dinner? Sushi.
Oh, really?
There's a place called Uni Sushi, like 3 blocks from my house, and I'll just order and eat some sushi.
You see, because looking at you, and this is where you can't judge a book by this cover. You look like a guy who would eat a can of beans out of the can standing
really?
at the sink. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have done that on occasion, but I'm kind of a healthy eater. I tend to gain weight if I don't eat well, so there's like heart disease in my family, so I'm trying to. I'm about to turn 30, so I'm trying to be more health conscious.
The website's BrandonHeath.net. The CD, Don't Get Comfortable, the single, which has just been a monster hit, Don't Get Comfortable. I want you to tell us about that song here in just a couple of seconds, how it came about and everything. Okay?
You got it.
But how do you feel about your 3 Dove Award nominations? Song of the Year for I'm Not Who I Was, New Artist of the Year, Pop Contemporary Recorded Song of the Year for I'm Not Who I Was. How's that make you feel?
It's pretty cool, man. This is I've been nominated before, but this is the first time that it's like as Song of the Year. For I'm Not Who I Was. A song that I never knew would even go on the record. It's been really neat and very unpredictable, and I'm thankful.
Did you write that song to somebody?
I did, specifically, yeah. I keep him anonymous because I haven't seen him in 20 years, but if I see him, eventually I'll tell everybody who it is. But for me, I think it's just important to them that I needed to forgive them for some stuff when I was younger, and I think that a lot of people can probably relate to needing to forgive somebody, and That's what the song is about. Really, the essence of it is about forgiveness.
And that's Not Who I Was. Yeah.
Right.
Because I identify with it myself. There's something
Cool,
like that
man.
in my past too, so thank you for that song.
Absolutely.
Now, what about Don't Get Comfortable? Tell us the story behind that song.
Don't Get Comfortable. Well, when I lived in